Did you know that there are 6 secrets that, if you do them, will have an extremely positive effect on your bottom line when you sell your home? I know that when you sell your home, you want to get as much money as feasibly possible for it. So how do you do that? These secrets are imperative for all homeowners, regardless of whether you're interested in selling today or 20 years down the road. They are especially useful for any homeowner who is currently thinking of selling their home, but is unsure what their home is worth, has tried selling their home, but has been unsuccessful to this point, or wants to sell their home, but doesn't know where to start. In the next 30 minutes, I will share with you the step-by-step game plan I use to sell my clients' homes for top dollar in less than 30 days at 100% of asking price. I will share 6 secrets high-producing agents like myself use to sell homes for more than market value. So who am I, and what qualifies me to speak to you about selling your home? Well, my name is Tracy Lockenour. I help people sell their homes in matters of days, not weeks, and I usually do it at 100% of asking price or more. I have helped hundreds of people buy and sell their homes for the best price possible, and I absolutely love what I do. Helping people get what they want and what they need is my true passion. So let's get started. There are 3 big motivators that you must have in order to sell your home for top dollar. First, you must have a why. Why do you want to sell your home? Is the home too small, or is it too big for you? Is there something missing that you really want your home to have? Or are you wanting to cut your expenses? Maybe the kids have all moved out and you're an empty nester. Whatever your reason, you must know your why. Next, you must be committed. Until you are committed to move, you will not be willing to do the things that are necessary to sell your home for top dollar. Last, you must be very clear about what selling your home for top dollar will do for you. What benefit will you have when your home sells? These 3 things will lay the groundwork for selling your home for the highest possible price. Now, I've known many people who have been very clear on these 3 motivators, yet still struggled to sell their home. So what is the real problem? I'd say it's because they didn't know the 6 secrets. The 6 secrets I'm about to tell you are the absolute key to selling your home in the least amount of time for the highest price with the least amount of hassle. The first secret you must be aware of is that you must have realistic expectations. Sellers often are unaware of how their home presents to buyers. Ask yourself this: if you were buying your home, what would you notice when you first step foot on the property? What do you see, smell, hear, and feel during that showing? What do you see? This is the first and most important, because many showings end before a buyer even gets out of their car. If the home looks run down, messy, or unkept, a buyer will not be willing to pay top dollar for your home. You may think these things don't matter, and if your home was being discounted, then I would agree with you. But this video is all about getting top dollar for your home. You have to put your very best foot forward for that to happen. You must look with an objective eye or have a friend or neighbor weigh in for you regarding the curb appeal of your home. In addition, what is the first impression saying while the buyer is waiting at the front door to see the home? Is it pristine, clean, crisp, and inviting, or are the screens torn and the paint on the door trim chipped and peeling? The door is the very first moment of viewing for the home, and it either shuts the buyer down or turns them on. We want them to want more. Next, ask yourself, what do you smell? Do you smell anything offensive? This is an area you will need a trusted friend or neighbor or realtor to tell you the truth about. People do not want to hurt your feelings, but that won't help you to get your home sold. When you live in a home, you become noseblind to the smells of the home. You no longer smell your own pets or anything else that is commonplace in the home. Common odor-causing items are animals living in your home, moisture or leaking problems, stagnant air, air fresheners, plug-ins, carpet fresh, and Scentsy pots. Do not use these for any reason when selling your home. A buyer will assume if you use these that you have an odor problem that you are trying to cover up, and they will run away from your home. They will not buy it. The only exception to this rule would be if you wanted to use a warm apple pie or an apple cobbler candle, lit and burning in the kitchen. Studies show that the response to the smell of dessert baking increases the feeling of the home exponentially. Do not use candles of any other scent. Next, what do you hear? Loud traffic outside? Loud rattling mechanicals that sound like they're about to implode? Creaking floors, shaking ceiling fans, or loud exhaust fans? These things need to be addressed. If fans shake or are loud, then have the issue addressed or replaced with a fan that is silent. Floor creaking can be stabilized, and it isn't very costly. If mechanicals are making noises, then have them inspected and repaired prior to showing your home. People need to feel like the home that they are buying is sound and sturdy, and noises tell a very different story. There are some things that you can do nothing about. For example, if traffic is heavy on a house street, then the traffic will cause problems with buyers from the inside, or possibly a train track is nearby. If this is the case, you will want to have soft, relaxing music playing at all times during the showing. Nothing loud or obnoxious, but relaxing instrumental music. It puts people at ease, and it will drown out the background noise of the neighborhood or the traffic if it is needed. Next, ask yourself, how do you feel when you come into the home? Do you feel cramped, or does the home feel open and spacious? Are the floors you're walking on level or unlevel? Do the floors feel sturdy or solid, or are they rotted through and giving way as you walk on them? Is the temperature in the home cozy and inviting, or does it feel cold and drafty, or hot and stuffy? Does the overall feel of the home feel welcoming and inviting, or does it make you feel uneasy and anxious? Do you want to sit and stay a while, or are you just ready to get out of there? Any of these things that are considered negatives must be either fixed or noted carefully and taken into consideration when you are pricing your home further down into our steps. Okay, I think you understand the importance of secret number 1, having realistic expectations. So let's move on to secret number 2, knowing your home's value. Contrary to most thoughts, pricing a home is not a guessing game. A good realtor knows the market. In any neighborhood, there is always a pricing range. The pricing range shows the least expensive home in the neighborhood and the most expensive home that has ever sold in that same neighborhood. It is very, very unusual to see a home sell for more than what the most expensive home in the community has sold for. There are, of course, a few exceptions to that rule, but in general, it holds true when pricing a home. To find your home value, you want to pull all of the records for the homes that have sold in the last 6 months and figure out the 5 homes that have the most similar features to yours, including style, square foot, bedrooms, bathrooms, age, and condition. These homes must be within half a mile of your home. This will tell you the range that your home should fall in from least expensive to most expensive. Next, you will want to search all homes that are current active homes that a buyer will be looking at in competition with your home. Lay out the 5 most similar to yours in order from least expensive to most expensive. Look at each home in detail and figure out which houses are of a less value than yours and which houses are a better value than your home. Any homes that are as nice or nicer than your home, but are priced less expensively than yours, will sell first. You must price your home aggressively, but still at a better value than the other homes, or your home will sit on the market. The list of sold homes and the list of currently active listings are what we use to create a CMA, or comparative market analysis. It looks like this. Please notice that when we designed this, we always number the current active listings in bright green, and your listing is always listed as number 1. The sold properties are always numbered with red numbers because they have already sold. You will use this later in the steps. This table compares your home with the active homes and the sold homes, and it is imperative that you feel comfortable that your home is clearly the best buy in town. Pricing is the single most important indicator as to whether or not your home will sell. If you price your home and then realize that you have overpriced it, you will have lost so much negotiation power when it comes time for a buyer to bring you an offer. So do not make this mistake. It will cost you thousands of dollars. Now that you have a price for your home and you have taken an objective view of the things that need improvement, it is time for secret number 3. Secret number 3 is to prep your home and save thousands of dollars. This secret can make a difference in your selling price by up to $10,000 or more. When people buy homes, they buy a lifestyle, and they buy space. People do not pay top dollar for messy, dirty homes, and they won't pay top dollar for homes that are filled to the brim and overcluttered. Our minds tell us things subconsciously that we are not always aware of. For example, if the family that lives in this home has had a hard time keeping it clean, then the buyer will assume that they also will have a hard time keeping it clean. If a buyer opens a closet and it is completely full and cluttered, they tell themselves, "This home is too small. It's not got enough storage, and my stuff won't fit here." So the first step to preparing your home is to get busy packing. You have already decided that you are committed to moving, so let's get packing your things. Since you have already committed to moving, packing your things is only natural. You want to pack anything and everything that you don't need. Pack all of your family photos. Empty your closets. Keep only the clothes that you need for 1 or 2 weeks of living. The rest can be packed and stored until you move into your new home. Pack up or throw away anything that is sitting on top of anything else. We are creating empty spaces and clean, crisp lines. This space is worth so much money, so we want to capitalize on it as much as we can. This includes most, if not all, decor that is not adding to the appeal of the home to the masses. Next, clean your home from top to bottom. Now, if you hate to clean or you just don't know how, just call a cleaning company to do it for you. It may cost a couple $100s, but it is well worth it for what you will lose if you do not clean your home before you put it on the market. Just be sure to cover these items. You must shampoo or replace carpets which are dirty, flooring if necessary. Patch and paint any walls that are damaged, and make sure that you choose neutral colors. Right now, people are really into gray walls and white trim. Open all windows to air out the house. You can close them, of course, at night, but open them up numerous times during the week just to make sure that it's nice and fresh. Use Febreze wherever necessary on carpets or on cloth, such as drapes or couches, things like that. Clean all blinds and window coverings, and be sure to wash or dry clean the curtains and remove any offensive odors. Clean all windows and glass inside and out, and remove window screens and put them in storage. This will give a very nice open feel to the windows. Now, let's talk about stop buttons. There are some items that are very inexpensive to change and correct, but will cause buyers to turn away and walk right out of your home because they make your home appear so outdated. These are what we as agents refer to as buyer stop buttons. They will kill your sale or drop your sale price significantly. Stop buttons include anything that makes your home look dated, such as hardware that is made of brass, hinges, doorknobs, kick plates, fireplace doors, light fixtures, faucets, or anything else like that. Replace the outlets and switch covers if necessary. You do not want to have outlet covers that do not match the outlets, or painted covers and switches. These are very cheap to replace, but often are neglected. For 55 cents, you can get a brand new plate cover that completely covers the old outlet and makes the entire outlet look brand new. Kitchens and bathrooms are the most important rooms in the house and definitely sell or stall the house sale. If you have old, outdated cabinets, you can have them painted white or refaced. The cost is much less than what not correcting the issue will cost your sale. The kitchen is a very big deal, and I can't stress to you enough the importance of making sure your kitchen is up to date or dropping the price significantly to compensate for not updating it. Lighting is everything. Take down all dark or opaque curtains and blinds. Change all light bulbs to bright white daylight bulbs. This will make your home look much more inviting in photos, and it will help people who are touring your home. They will feel that there is so much more sunlight pouring in than there really is. This will give the illusion of much larger rooms in the home and much more space. This is a game changer. If lights are outdated or broken or have any brass on them, make sure you replace them with updated lighting fixtures. We talked about this in the last slide when we discussed stop buttons, but it is so important that we decided we should list it again. Exterior care. I cannot express how important it is for the outside of the home to look pristine. You have 5 seconds to make an impression. If people like your listing online, they will usually drive by to assess its curb appeal. If they think that it does not look good or match the price that is being asked, they will not even schedule a showing. If you don't have time to take care of this yourself, you can hire someone inexpensively to do it for you. If you don't know who to call, just ask a realtor. A good realtor has connections to all kinds of vendors that will help do things for the realtor more quickly and inexpensively than they do for the general public. This is simply because realtors will send them large amounts of business, so use your realtor's connections. It is definitely a perk. The following are the items that you need to be sure you check on so the outside of your home matches the price you are asking. Make sure that you mow, trim, weed eat, and remove debris from your lawn. Remove all trash cans, garden hoses, tools, and any other clutter. Power wash exterior of the home, including siding and concrete, anytime it is necessary. Scrape and paint any peeling, chipping, and paint from the deck, posts, trim, windows, soffits, or anywhere else that you see fit. Secret number 4, you must anticipate your buyers' questions and reassure them that your home is indeed the best deal in town. Let's talk about how you can do that. It is so important when selling your home to remember that any buyer that comes to look at your home is approaching the possible purchase as most likely the largest financial transaction they will ever make in their lives. This is bound to cause many people quite a bit of anxiety in their lives. Because of this, I always tell my clients to put themselves in the buyer's shoes. Because this transaction is so important, most buyers are on the defensive the moment they walk into your home. They are wondering all kinds of questions. For example, is this home worth the price? Is this house a good deal? How does this house compare with the other homes currently for sale in this area? And what have other homes sold for? The trick to selling top dollar fast is to anticipate these questions and reassure the buyer that this house is the best deal in town. So how do you do that without even talking to the buyer? We're going to use a comparative market analysis that we discussed in secret number 2, creating a Buy It Now board. A Buy It Now board displays all questions a buyer may have about your home, including its value and all of the other homes they could buy instead of yours. You can build a Buy It Now board however you'd like. However, this is an example of a Buy It Now board that we created for one of our listings. The display should include the following: a CMA, or active and sold listings, to compare with the subject property. This is the original form that we made when we were looking at pricing. The next item that must be listed on the Buy It Now board is a property image comparison. Each one of the homes, whether active or sold, will be shown in a thumbnail view on this listing page. It's important for the buyers to be able to see what those homes look like that sold and what the price was. The next item is a map of the properties listed on the CMA with color-coded numbers for active and sold listings. The next item is a for sale flyer. It gives all of the home details and shows them all at a glance. Next, we have a flyer that shows how the interest rate affects the buyer's buying power. We want to encourage our buyers to buy and buy quickly before interest rates rise. Oftentimes, buyers will be on the fence, and so they will hesitate waiting for tomorrow. We want to show them that they have more buying power if they buy today. That's why we have this flyer. The next brochure that will be listed on the Buy It Now board is a flyer that shows how much the house will cost them. We will show different payment for down payments of 3.5%, 5%, 10%, 15%, and 20%. We will rely heavily on lenders who will make these for you, and we'll make sure that this shows the buyer what their monthly payment will be and all of their hidden fees. Usually when they see this, they feel very relieved and suddenly realize they can actually afford the home. This is a very important piece. Secret number 5, know your target. Because people no longer drive around looking for sale signs in yards to find homes that they want to buy, you must be very clear on who your target buyers are. Certain houses are perfect for certain buyers and others just won't work. It is imperative to know what kind of a buyer would be looking for your home. For example, the kind of home you are selling makes a big difference as to who can live in your home. For example, if you're selling a 2-story home with a basement, the bedrooms are all upstairs and the laundry is in the basement, you will not be able to sell that home to a couple who is in their sunset years. The stairs would just simply make that home not a good choice for them. However, a family that would be looking for your home with all of the bedrooms upstairs would be a family with young children. The parents will usually want all of their bedrooms on the same floor rather than having small children walking up and down the stairs in the middle of the night to find their parents. You must know who your target buyers are so that you can properly advertise and market so that you're reaching the probable buyers, those people who are actually looking for your home and willing to pay for it. In addition to targeting your buyers, you must also target what specifically makes your home different than all of the other homes on the market. This is what agents refer to as the 80-20 rule. All homes, you see, are 80% the same. They all have walls, floors, doors, bedrooms, kitchens, and bathrooms. The thing that really has to be focused on to target your home to the right buyers is the 20% of your home's features that are different than all of the other homes on the market. What makes your home different than others? These features are what will sell your home. You'll definitely need to target buyers that are looking for those 20% features. Ask yourself, why did you buy your home in the very beginning? This is likely the same reason that someone else will want to buy it. Last, but certainly not least, we need to talk about secret number 6. Market like a pro. You see, buyers do not care who is selling the home. They only care that they find what they are looking for and that they get what they want for a fair price. The only way that happens is to put your home out there and to be sure that it is marketed just like the other homes for sale. If you don't, your home will sit while the others all sell. Even homes marked way under market value but not marketed appropriately will sit on the market and fail to sell. This is simply because the home never gets in front of the right buyer. Marketing does cost money, but advertising to the right buyer ensures you are selling your home to the person that is looking for it and is willing to pay for what they really want. There is a buyer for every home. You just have to find them. The following items will ensure that your listing is pushed to the top of all the IDX feeds and that buyers' search sites are able to find the home properly. Professional real estate photography, aerial drone photography, 3D virtual reality tours, schematic floor plans that include all measurements. These can be added to show square footage and space, which really allows people who want to figure out if their furniture will fit into a home. These usually cost about $25 extra when you have a 3D virtual reality tour created. Videography is important. Social media advertising. Syndication of the property to all buyer search sites. There are actually over 1,200 buyer search sites that your home needs to be on. In addition, we recommend holding a grand opening open house to unveil your brand new listing. This should happen the first weekend that your home is listed. A grand opening open house is an open house held during an extended period of time, usually 3 to 4 hours long. We recommend offering a catered lunch from a popular restaurant. We usually offer free Chipotle burritos to people who come to our tours. We give them each a sack lunch with a burrito, chips, salsa, and a drink. They then take the lunch home with them when they leave. The lunches are not eaten in the home because that could be way too messy. This single event usually brings in multiple buyer offers in the same day. We bring in the masses of people because if there is one person that wants the home that day, they suddenly have a sense of urgency, and that makes them want to buy the home before anyone else gets it. This is so very important. We all know human nature. You want what you can't have, and you don't want anyone else to have it. If you either do not have a grand opening or you do not sell the home during the grand opening, then we recommend that you have an open house every single week until your home is sold. Simply scheduling an open house pushes it to the top of all of the buyer search engines, and more people will see your home this way. Well, we've done it. We've established that you want to sell your home for top dollar, and now you know what it takes. By this time, buyers have often started feeling a little bit overwhelmed by all of the work that needs to be done. Maybe it sounds like it's too complicated for you to get your home sold. Don't worry, I'm here to help. I list and sell homes every day. I know how to get it done with my eyes closed. I want to help you get this done in the least amount of time for the highest price with the least amount of hassle. People who consider selling their home without a realtor do so because they want to keep more money in their pocket. I can totally understand that idea. However, studies show that hiring an experienced high-producing agent such as myself to sell your home can actually put more money in your pocket even after the realtor fees than selling yourself. There is a clear reason why this is true. First, realtors have access to all homes bought and sold in your area within 1 day after they sell. The general public will not be able to see these homes and recent sales until 30 to 45 days after the home sells. This is because the sale does not become public record until the sale is recorded by the county recorder's office a minimum of 30 days later. This can definitely affect the value of your home negatively. Pricing is an exact science. It is not a guessing game. An experienced realtor who prices homes every day is much more likely to price your home correctly than you are because as an owner, you tend to be a little bit more emotionally attached to your home. As I explained earlier, overpricing a home will cause it to sell for 30% less than it would have sold for if it had been priced 3% under market value on the day it was first put for sale. The second reason that selling your own home isn't going to save you money is because you will be fronting the money for the professional photography, the drone photos, videography, staging, advertising, and legal fees, with no guarantees that you will even sell your home. When you hire a realtor, they invest in your home by paying all of those things up front. You only pay them if they successfully sell your home for an acceptable price. Realtors handle all negotiations, contracts, order title, and hold your hand the entire way through the transaction, and they only get paid if the sale closes. Buyers who are not hiring an agent but are looking for sale by owner homes are expecting a massive discount on the price of the home. They view buying your home as a garage sale event of sorts. They think that since you aren't paying a realtor, that you should drop your prices. They forget that your goal is to keep more money in your pocket for yourself rather than to save money for the buyer. Additionally, both sides will have to hire an attorney if you're not using a realtor. So that cost is going to be an additional approximately $1,000 per person. Today, I promise to share 6 secrets high-producing agents like myself use to sell homes for more than market value. Now that I have laid out my proven marketing strategies within this presentation for you to use, you now have a decision to make. What will you do with the information you've just learned? If you have decided that you are ready to sell your home but don't have time to implement these strategies, I would love to implement them for you. I set aside time on a weekly basis to chat with you personally about selling your home. Whatever your biggest challenges are, I know I can help. Let's get on a call and talk about your situation and how I can sell your home for you for top dollar. Here is the catch, however. Our real estate services are not for everyone. So who are our ideal sellers? Well, first, you must be a motivated seller and you must be motivated to get that home sold. You must have the desire to do what needs to be done to get the most money possible for your home. You must hold yourself to a high standard, and you must want to work with the very best, because no one does this better than I do. If that's you, then click the Learn More button below to request a call from me personally. I'm really excited to be helping you, and I look forward to talking to you soon.